Hello, I am back with another cool video. It's me, Pilot360, and today I am going to explain the trending topic that is in news nowadays, which is Metaverse. I will try to explain what is the Metaverse and how will it affect gaming, so make sure to watch full video and hits the thumbs up button. Also subscribe my channel so you can stay tuned. Let's start it. If you have any interest in gaming, sports, technology, or popular science fiction culture, then perhaps one of the most used and least understood buzzwords of recent times is the Metaverse. The Metaverse is a phrase which many people use, perhaps without understanding what it is, what it actually means and refers to, and as such, there has been a little confusion as to what it really is. The phrase itself comes from a 1992 science fiction novel by Neil Stephenson called Snow Crash. In that story, people interacted with each other in the metaverse by using technology similar to VR headsets. It is a concept that is not uncommon in science fiction films of recent times. The Matrix series of films is essentially about an unwitting shared metaverse, while in the book and film Ready Player One, the Oasis has become the metaverse that people on Earth interact with, and it was the central theme throughout the story. So in this video, we are going to explore a good deal more about the concept and present reality of the metaverse, finding out exactly what it is, why it is important, which companies are the driving force behind trying to create one, and what are the implications of this for esports, technology, and the individual. Let's begin therefore by answering the simplest question as clearly as we can. What is the metaverse? Examining the etymology of the word metaverse doesn't really help in explaining what it is. It translates roughly as something like beyond the universe, but that definition in no way clarifies what the metaverse is. Essentially, when people talk about a metaverse, what they describe as an alternative reality, a wholly digitalized universe that links all people, objects, and things together, and where individuals can interact with all aspects of the metaverse by using different forms of technology. Not only that, but the metaverse will have a tangible value and meaning within the non-metaverse reality. The things you can win and own in the metaverse will transcend the digital and have meaning and value within the real world too. Now, one of the questions people ask at this point is, how does that differ to the internet? That is an online digital universe that is expanding exponentially and which we interact with on a daily basis. This is best answered by viewing the current internet as being a two-dimensional one. We can add things to it, we can view things, we can download things from it, but we cannot immerse ourselves wholly within it. It is this fundamental next step of total immersion of the self within a digitized universe in which we can value things, manipulate objects, and interact with others regardless of where that person is physically in the world, that makes the metaverse so different and such an appealing goal for so many tech companies. Why is the metaverse important? The metaverse is so important because many top companies that drive innovation, change, and technological development have recognized that a metaverse is the next big step in the digital evolution. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg, for example, stated that the metaverse will be the next generation of the internet and next chapter for us as a company, and that its creation would provide entirely new experiences and economic opportunities. What will the impact of the metaverse be in gaming? Games such as Roblox and Fortnite have been credited with promulgating the notion of a metaverse within the gaming community. And while that is true to a certain extent, the impact of the metaverse in gaming will be felt not just across a small number of games, but across every game. Not only will players and viewers gain a more immersive experience, means the feeling of actually being there to watch, or competing from a first-person perspective, but by the integration of e-commerce and the proliferation of non-fungible tokens and other collectibles in the metaverse, people will be able to interact with and support their favorites in other ways. Of course, the technology required to achieve this, not to mention the changes needed to be made to games to make them more metaverse compliant, will need to be made. But industry experts feel that we are on the brink of making just such a step. Essentially, the ultimate aim is for the metaverse to allow gamers to feel as if they are part of a real game, albeit digitized, and for those watching on, to be able to feel as if they are in the crowd at the event and able to interact with others watching, vendors at the virtual stadium, etc., as they would in the real world. A strange dichotomy at play, creating multiple metaverses when there can be only one. However, there is one issue here that does strike as being somewhat paradoxical to the nature of what a metaverse should truly be. In all literature and film, the metaverse that is talked about is a singular entity. There is no, for example, Facebook metaverse, and then an Apple metaverse, and then a separate one for Amazon. Every aspect of your digital life meets at the metaverse, and you can move from one to the other seamlessly. So, with a number of companies and even game designers seeking to develop their own metaverse, how is this going to fit together in the future if we are to achieve a genuine all-encompassing digital alternative reality? That is something that will need to be looked at in the future, Although we also should not rule out the prospect of a multiverse, as well as a metaverse in the future, and that is when things could get really complicated. What will a future metaverse look and feel like? In short, it will feel and look as real as the technology we have at the time allows it to be. In Ready Player One, the protagonists wear a suit that allows them to physically feel when they have been touched in any way in the digital world. That can range from something as soft as holding someone's hand to being punched in the stomach. Our technology is still some way off just such an item of tech just yet, but over time, as VR and AR equipment improves and develops, this will allow us to blur the lines between the metaverse and reality even further. Initially, the Call of Duty Vanguard on 5th of November, so stay tuned.